there we are. We exist. There's my sound. There's your sound. And now, do that, because this is what normal human beings do. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
And welcome to our session 0. Before the Crimson Storm. I am the Bardic Knock. You can find me on Twitter and YouTube and Patreon, all as the Bardic Knock. I do stuff sometimes, apparently, but not exceedingly well. If you go and check them out, maybe I'll do better. I don't know. So, there's my camera. I should finger guns at that, not at the screen I'm looking at, because then, yeah. So, session 0, obviously, it's not 100% focused on playing the game, it's figuring out how we're going to play this game. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to talk for about 30 more seconds, and then for ease, we can go around the overlay clockwise, so starting with Persephone and then Lily, etc. And they're going to introduce themselves and who they are going to be playing. And then we're going to have a long-ass discussion about things that we are interested in playing, things we are not interested in playing, things that just session 0 stuff, establishing where we as human beings can meet with our minds and what we would like to do to have the most fun. So that's what we're going to do. And then later on, we'll maybe play a little bit and see how it goes. Basic information, this tabletop game, this is a fan-made creation. Unfortunately, the person who made it doesn't seem to exist anymore. It was made by Bad Karma Games. They have a Twitter, but it hasn't tweeted anything in about 10 years. So, but you can find this. I googled One Piece tabletop role-playing game, and it exists. It is free to download. It is free access. Go find it. And you can play it yourself if you want to be an anime pirate who eats fruit and gets magic powers, because that's what.
Yay, magic!
So that's that. I said who I am. I said what we're doing. That's me done for a few minutes. So we're gonna shoot that way. And then we're gonna go around in well, it's not a clock, but we'll call it a clockwise circle. So Persephone, please tell us who you are, where we can find you on the internet, who you're playing, and then, I don't know, something else.
Yeah, I'm Persephone, she, her. And I can be found on Twitter at PersephoneHime. No spaces or hyphens or anything. You can also find me on the Welcome to the Party Discord for other tabletop role-playing things. And I am in a game over there called Star Wars The First Ember, and we're doing Resistance-y stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be playing Rose King, or King Rose, depending on the order of the names. And I get to be the lovely Kuja captain of this crew.
We can explain what Kuja is for people who don't know.
Yeah.
What a Kuja?
They are... if you think Amazons, they're basically Amazons, but with snakes. They're not like Nagas, they just have, like, snake buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, who doesn't want a snake buddy?
Yeah, they're great! Like, have you petted a snake? It's fun.
I have. Snakes are cool. So, speaking of snakes, we have our other snake gal right below. So, I'm terrible at directing the camera, so all the way over there, being Lily. Lily, who are you?
Hi, I'm Lily. You can find me everywhere at LilyPad Nebula, Twitter, and technically I have a Twitch, but I don't do a lot with it now. But yeah, I'm in all the Discords and stuff too. What else? Today, and in this game, I'm going to be playing our other Kuja, our other Amazon with a snake, named Viper Zinnia. She goes by Viper. If you call her Zinnia, she'll punch you in the face. She is a musician. She is a specialist, which in this game means you have a weird weapon. her weapon is her bass guitar, which she will attack. Like she has attacks with her guitar strings and also a sound attack, because anime. And that's that. I'm really looking forward to playing. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Kuja musician lady. That's me. Looking forward to playing.
Okay.
I forgot to say my class. Can I say that really quick?
Yes, please do.
Yeah. Rose is also, in addition to being a captain, she is a swordswoman and a doctor. I did not set that up with Merc. That is just things that happened.
Yeah, it's wonderful little things like team leaders being doctors.
Very good. It's very
I
good.
think he specifically tried to get the ape fruit so he could be law. I was like, let's do something different.
So next person along is Noah. Noah, do you want to
right.
tell us about yourself?
Alright, my name is Noah. I'm trans. Well, I mean, you can see it already. And, well, you can find me at Orange. My Twitter handle, it'll be my Twitter handle and my Twitch, but I haven't come up with anything to do with it. And, well, also social media that you can find me at. And, well, in this game, I'll be playing my boy Zagreus Phillips.
Sorry, can I ask you to repeat all of that because Discord just went near for me, so a lot of that was lost.
Should I start on the name or should I start with my character?
We got the name Zagreus Phillips, but after that, my Discord decided to go near. So.
All right. So Zagreus is going to be the ship's navigator. He's also going to be the marksman in the pirates crew, and he's a cyber who is very laid back. He likes the sea. He likes to feel the wind, and as far as that's all he remembers because, well, he joined the group basically after he woke up in the beach, not knowing much about himself other than his own name and that he's a cyborg. And apparently, he's wearing tattered shirts, so he's probably a freaking pirate. Only a pirate wears like tattered shirts and looks very badly disfigured. So yeah, and well, you you might interact with him and be like, oh, he's a cool guy. But if you ever mess up with him and he's gonna put up his scarf, he have like a scarf around his like. If he puts up his scarf around his mouth, you done fuck up, and he'll make sure you learn from all your fuck ups. He's gonna shoot with either his gun or the big gun that his arm can turn into. And yeah, that's my character.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
Great.
I love it. Oh, my shirt's ripped. I must be a pirate.
That's how pirates work.
That's, yep. Totally.
I can confirm. I ripped one of my shirts, so that yeah, I'm a pirate.
One thing for sure, he's loyal to his pirate and he's loyal to his friend.
Good. Excellent. Sounds like an anime character.
These are things we like to hear. So next up we have Jose. Jose, who are you?
All right, hello. I am Jose. I do not have much social media because I'm not. I don't know. I live under a rock. And let's see. Who am I again? I forget. Oh yeah, his name is Manuel Ribero Padral. Manny, if you're friendly. He is a brawler pirate because he doesn't feel like he needs to be anything other than a pirate. You know, that's just his goal and his aspiration is just pirate. You don't need to be more fancy than that. Kind of what I've imagined is that he left from his island home alone, going to seek out those dreams, and was very luckily rescued by Rose and Viper. And as such, he has pledged a life debt to them, and as such is very loyal to the crew. As such.
We've got a lot of and I'm very loyal to the crew, which is good. It's good. It's.
The first thing Viper used that life debt for was, hey, so you're gonna take all the ship responsibilities that I used to do? I'm just gonna be over here hanging out.
just like playing some music. I don't know. It's too much work to me.
I'll play music to my thing. But yeah, could you like mop that for me? I was supposed to, but I think I got sun sickness or something.
No, you're supervising.
No, I'd make Lily do stuff. Or Viper, damn it. Yeah. Yeah, because Rose is very much fucking in charge. Thank you very much. I did a good job, right, Manuel? I was good? Yeah.
Yep. Good captain.
I am
Good captain.
very much in charge.
Ever.
This is so fucking stupid. I love it. All right. So next up we have Al. Al, do you want to tell us who you are?
Well, my name is Al, and my Twitter handle is at Maxword23. I know it's a weird name. I thought of it on the fly, in case you haven't known. I play Alice Star Feynair, who is currently another person who actually has devil fruit capabilities. It's just a typical one. Everyone has one of these, it's very basic. She can just control stone. It's no big deal. It's really no biggie. Probably can turn into like a giant axe, her hand into like a giant great axe and just destroy stuff, but destined for greatness. But she just, instead of like being really part of the Marines, but then she said no because she decided, nah, I can do better than you guys. Who needs to train? I can do it at my own pace. And little did she know that was the greatest mistake that she's ever done in her life. But
hell yeah, I'm gonna make you train a whole bunch.
But it's whatever. She is very strong, but she does not think very clearly on her decisions. In case that it's kind of obvious on that's how she got here. She thought that, hey, maybe the best route, instead of being a Marine, I should be a pirate instead. I think that's the better choice in life. Poor.
I love how everyone's like general vibe is, fuck it, I'm gonna be a pirate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, guess I'll be a pirate.
I mean, is there any better motivation for it? Like, what's the other? I don't know.
From what I've seen, it's having some kind of lifelong dream that only being a pirate can grant you.
Yeah.
Just being free in general without having like some royalty say what the fuck you and giving them a middle finger because fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I can do what I want.
Exactly. Boom.
And our final member, and I'm terrible. I've already forgotten how to.
Ashlyn.
Ashlyn.
I will remember it. It's one of those things I need to say it like 3 or 4 or 27 times, and then I'll fucking. Because, anyhow, Ashlyn, who are you?
I'm Ashlyn. Like on Twitter, Parasol Punk. I'm going to be playing Aoife, played Cyborg, who is also the shipwright, and is also a rogue, because she got her start by salvaging parts and stealing parts off of maybe current like ships, and is just like really fascinated by that stuff, and so then kind of started to model herself, and then is and so everybody else is saying loyal to like the crew and stuff like that. Loyal to the crew, but Aoife is more loyal to the ship above all.
I wrote loyal in your like brief, honey.
I may have slightly modified.
I don't care who's
You
on the
wanted me
boat,
to
but
write
this boat.
something.
Oh,
whatever boat on the ship, right?
that's beautiful. I love so much of all of this. So there we go. That is everybody. Hopefully anybody will get accustomed to all these different voices and faces and whatnot. What we're going to do now, session 0 which is, if you ask me, it is basically pivotal to running a game because it gives a chance for everybody to discuss the things they may or may not want to include or actively go, that's a no for me. If you want to play like that, that's fine, but I don't, so whatever. So first, actually, I'm going against my own brief I wrote up. So before I go into that, hey, I should tell you about this world. That's what we're doing. One Piece. That's the world. Done. Okay, no. Expansion. If you don't know the One Piece anime or manga, the world is mostly water. There's 4 oceans, 4 compass points, so northeast, southwest. They're oceans, and there's one singular giant continent that goes right through the center, and it goes all the way around the world. That's a red line that splits up all these oceans, and then going horizontal throughout the world, there is an ocean called the Grand Line. That's where things get crazy, and that's where pirates go to do piratey things, because pirating is piratey fun, basically. The canon of the official One Piece story, that is not canon here, fit for ease, because someone would go, I want to go kill Luffy, and I go, well, shit, now we're a fan fiction.
I thought we said in the Discord that One Piece as a manga exists in universe, but it's still Luffy does not exist as a person.
I was just about to say that. Yes, we thought it'd be hilarious that the manga, the anime, One Piece exists as a fictional story in this world, so we can still make all our stupid weeby references. So these characters exist, but only in fiction. So that does go, and that does include, Gold Roger and all of that. There was a Pirate King, and there is a theorized, magical, wonderful, great treasure. It's just not whatever the heck it is in the story. Because I have a suspicion we're going to finish our game before Oda finishes his story.
Maybe!
He did say it's halfway done, he said.
I mean, there's a bunch of theories going, oh, it seems like there's only going to be 3 or 4 years. Come on. The fact that...
sorry.
I was going to say, the fact, it's so weird to go, the time skip, which was, the official halfway point, was 10 years ago. We have had 10 years post time skip and been to 4 islands. That's nothing. So I don't know when it's going to end, but whatever we make up the One Piece as, or it's going to be called the One Piece. I'm not going to come up with the not One Piece treasure.
The 2 piece.
The 2 piece, that's great.
So it's just
The
a bikini. So that's the world. Obviously, there's all the different facets of the world, and we will explore those. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on what you as a players are interested in. Because one way I like to run a game is I don't know what's going to happen. I will come up with a bunch of different scenarios and options and possible things, but whatever it is that you as the players are interested in doing, we'll lean into that. So if you want to play a game where you are just, hey, we just want to fight stuff, I don't care about these people, then I'll stop bothering writing up backstories and you can just go fight stuff. If you go, hey, I want to do gay stuff, alright, shit.
That's the ticket.
I better make everything real gay.
There we go.
If you want
But can we do gay and fighting at the same time?
There we go.
Yeah.
Sword lesbians?
Just oodle it up, just flirt while you have swords crossed.
So whatever it is that you want to do. So for example, I know Stephanie, you're playing a doctor. So, oh hey, you're a doctor. Maybe I'll try and actively include doctor stuff for you. So
Yeah.
this island,
There's a plague.
magical illness.
Yeah.
Oh. And we've got musician. Well, hey, we've got musician. I'd best make a viable place for you to go and have a concert.
Yeah.
So
Or dancing play.
yeah. So basically, whatever it is you are interested in, you voice those interests to me, and I will make shit up to let it happen. Basically, so that's the kind of game we want to play. I don't know where it's going. I don't know what's going to be where. I'll basically go, oh hey, here's a place. What do you want to do? And then I'll make stuff up for it. So that's how that works.
The last game I played with Bardic, I ended up being God. So.
Also a dragon, and a ghost.
Ghost, dragon, cyborg, lesbian, God.
I think that just needs a minute to settle in.
It's an impressive.
Yeah.
That was it. So, yes.
Oh yeah.
He rose into a fucking king for
Yeah, Pirate King.
So
Who cares if I actually be a Yonko? According
Okay,
to
I'll do it.
Yeah, you get the purposes of the mechanics, but I'm the least because I'm pretty.
I just imagine it's a Yonko with an entire fleet and army behind them, and then he's like, "No, yeah, we actually work for this person over here.
I mean,
I'm just like the one guy, but like they're in charge."
Yeah.
once again, you don't realize how weirdly similar that is to the actual canon of the story, because in Dressrosa, where they assemble the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, it is actually Usopp who recruits them all. And Usopp does something, they all refer to him as God Usopp, and so they follow him, but then they follow Luffy underneath that. So they're Usopp's men, but they're the Straw Hat Grand. It's a whole deal. Alright.
Yeah, see, so it works out.
Okay, I'm just gonna let
I'm
Discord,
going full two.
I'm just gonna let Discord have a second because it's not being my friend. So while I vamp for approximately another 30 seconds, contemplating and thinking and filling space, seeing if it's going to fix itself. It looks fine now. Alright, we've established world and how that's going to work and what we're going to do, which is basically I don't know, we'll see. The next thing I have on my agenda, overthrow the patriarchy. No, wait, different agenda. Is
I mean, we'll do that too. It'll be fun.
Yeah. It is a discussion of hard nose at the table. So, basically, things that we are absolutely adamant and determined, like, I do not want to cover these topics. I do not want these things in a game because that makes me uncomfortable, or I don't agree with that. It's not a super fun conversation topic, but we can at least. I can make a stupid joke somewhere to make it not seem quite so serious, but it is serious and it is worth having. Me personally, throwing it out there right away, and I believe it's pretty hard to disagree with. Bigotry, that's a no. So racism, homophobia, sexism, transphobia, all of these things and more. That's a no from me. So just don't do it. I don't really have much more to say on that. Then if we expand out from that, just don't. It's a very generalized thing, but I can't think of a way to make it more specific. We as human beings, us 7 people who have agreed to give our time and effort and energy to engage in something fun, basically just it is our responsibility to be decent human beings to one another, and basically just don't be shitty. If there is a more better specific way of phrasing that, please someone else do that. But that's basically my guidelines. Like, we have to do our best to agree that, look, the world's shit, we can be good to each other. And that's my basic spiel. I suppose the next thing I have on this topic is the level of violence in the game. Basically, be as violent as you want to NPCs and unimportant people, but anything involving sexual violence, that's a no from me. I'm not okay with touching on that.
Yeah.
And I suppose excessive gore is not really something, because for one, that's not really in the story. Like, yeah, okay, you can stab something through, but you don't really need to excessively go into the details. Like, yes, that's painful to see. Like, for example, because I'm there right now, I'm rewatching it. Luffy gets stabbed a lot, and you see the things go through him. But it's like, but we don't need to go into the details. We don't need to talk about organs and no, we see the thing that's painful, and we go, ow. But he gets better, and that's that. So, you can be as over the top as you need. Say I punch someone so hard that they fly around the entire world twice, and then I stick my foot out and they land into my boots. Like, you can be ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's just gory. I think. Ooh, thank you, Welcome Party, for the follow. Well, that's Welcome Party RPG, which I think a lot of people here. I used to run stuff for them, and I probably will do again in the future at some point. But go check out Welcome Party RPG. It's a great place. They just followed us. So
Yay.
they're my basic, like, hard nose. Does anybody have anything they wish to expand on from those?
I have more of a question on the gore thing specifically because it relates to my characters, Devil
Yeah.
Fruit. What about blood splatter?
Blood splatter, absolutely fine. It's more
Okay.
like when you're talking about the viscera, like the organs and the bones and the.
Oh
the-
yeah,
it's
no,
like-
I'm not
Yeah,
into
right.
that. I'm mostly caring about the blood splatter because, like, yes, I do blood things.
Once
Right.
again, basically I can just say, hey, look at the manga, look at the anime. ZX, thank you very much for the follow. It's wonderful to see you. ZX also runs a bunch of stuff for Welcome to the Party, so I know him. It's good stuff. Basically, if you look at the anime and the manga and all of that, they have blood splatters and things like that. There's a lot of blood. Zoro gets beat up and bloody like every other arc. So,
Did it break again?
no, I'm talking to people because the chat's talking about secrets. Because I can see ZX and I'm assuming it's Throck who's doing something at Welcome Party, and they're talking about secret stuff, and I'm like, what's going on? So.
Oh.
So I'm just looking at that. Thank you very much for stopping by when you did. It's wonderful to see you.
Dang it, Twitch.
I'm waving at you if you're disappearing. So yeah, blood splatter, absolutely fine. It's not an issue. Just I can't think of a more specific manner to describe it other than like excessive, which I know is very vague. So if someone has
Well,
an
you can,
easy way to
say,
hardline it,
like, you can say, oh, I slashed them, or like I stabbed them with my sword, but then don't be like, oh, I cut them right through the lung, and you hear the as the air gets sucked out and fills with blood, and
Yeah,
Or like I cut their carotid artery and blah, blah, like you cut them and there's a lot of blood and they're hurt.
yeah.
We don't have to get into Shakespearean language to describe the whole
Yeah.
gore.
I mean,
The
description.
pancreas.
I love description. Describe stuff. Please do, because then we can all go, that's fucking cool. It's just, use some word I can't think of to know, okay, do I describe this because it's fun to get that detail, or is this me going way too much into something where it is probably a little bit uncomfortable? I can't think of the correct word for that because my brain's everywhere. Which explains why I'm a dumb.
It's related to gore, but kind of different enough that I wanted to mention it is torture for me.
Yes.
Like I'm okay with it being a lot with a veil, like happening off screen, but I definitely don't want to have that be like a thing where we're like talking about it for like a half hour of how someone gets tortured or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's quite agreeable. If if it comes up, I mean, personally, me, I can't imagine I'm going to go, ha ha ha, I'm going to take you and I'm going to put you in a toilet. Like, no, that's not me.
Right.
But, if, for example, you as the pirate, you need to get information out of someone and you jump to that conclusion, we can fade to black. We don't need to talk about what you did and to what extent.
Like, or if one of us gets like captured by like some other marine person or whatever, and like we like fade and then come back and like the person is all bruised up or whatever, like that's okay. Yeah, I just don't want to. I've had it happen in games where it's like, okay, they take their thumbs and like actually trying to describe it, and I had to like.
Yeah, that's. No.
Yeah. Oh, this is more of a question than anything.
Yep.
Does the world government still do slavery / human trafficking?
Basically, I haven't really got that far in my head yet. The mindset I had was, if that was to be something that is included, one, it would only be the celestial dragons, the worst, most vile, villainous piece of shit in the world. So, and if it is a thing, it would be majorly played down and only ever brought into relevance so you can go, fucking stop that.
Yeah, and free the people.
Exactly. So it wouldn't just be like,
okay.
Here you go, here's a slave port. Like, no.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Right, and there's never gonna be like, oh, but who's really the bad guys?
No,
Yeah.
they're wrong.
Right.
Like, categorically.
Okay. Cool.
So, I haven't decided. Well, once again, of course I haven't decided because we haven't figured out if that is what you want to go and explore and do. But you might not even face the world government that much. You might spend more time beating up other pirates than Marines, for all I know. Or you could go, no, we're 100% Marine smashers. Every pirate we come along, we're gonna be their best buddy buds. I don't know, but once again, that we'll figure out exactly how prevalent. But at the very least, it is going to be not as prevalent as it can sometimes be in the canon thing. Speaking of canon things that we're going to be changing, obviously the Okama. It's a bit shitty, the interpretation. And we can discuss left, right, and centre. Like, no, it's just a bit shitty. So what we're going to say is they exist, but they're just normal people. Whether that's because they're gay or cross-dressers or trans or just it's a fun thing they like to do, and it's going to be done with a shit ton of respect, and just like, no, the people who like that thing, that's cool. They're cool, and they can also be kick-ass and strong, and they can also be super sexy and amazing, and they can be everything. They are not some joke.
Yeah.
So just hammering that out there. does anybody else have anything which is stuff they would rather? You've got a
Just I think a lot of the stuff was covered, but like just like drugging or anything like that, I'd just rather like
Yeah, okay,
have
so-
involved.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. We will not. I mean, that's something I don't. I think that's a bit gross. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Who's the bad guys? Obviously, pirates. It's in the name.
yeah. You've got one of the Marines talking shit in the chat.
How
Oh
dare.
boy. What?
How dare.
How dare you? We are so much morally better than the Marines. Hey, at least we don't work for the awful world government. We're like open and honest with like what we're doing, which is piracy, but also like other stuff.
At least we admit our piracy.
Writing a series of like romance novels.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, honey. Oh, it's gonna be hard to not call you that in game.
Okay. I know I keep repeating the same questions because we keep mentioning one and then going back. Like, anything else, or that we think that we can think of right now as like that is not something I like or I'm interested in. Because if no one else has any that are immediately coming to mind right now, what I am very happy to do, and I actively encourage anybody else to do it, is make use of X cards. So whether that be in Roll20 or in the Discord, or just put your hands up and go, no, stop, please. At any point in the game, if something is making you uncomfortable, you throw that. We drop everything, and we'll go, okay, hey, what's going on? What can we do about this? And if you don't feel comfortable to actively do that, like whilst we're streaming, you can PM or DM me as the DM or another player you feel more comfortable with speaking on your behalf, saying, hey, I'm not okay, can we stop? Because comfort and enjoyment for everybody is what's important here. So that is out there. At any point, everybody has the right to go, can we take a break and can we talk about this because I'm not okay. Thank you for the follow, Skylighter. It's lovely to have you along. Okay, so I think that's our discussion of the hard nose. The next thing I have is the discussion of the desired style of gameplay. Obviously, I mentioned how I like to run things, as in, I don't know what I'm going to do, I see what you want to do and I try my best. Does anybody have like a specific thing they definitely want to include, or a style of gameplay, whether that be more combat heavy, more roleplay heavy, more secret, stealthy, hidden mission heavy, political intrigue, whatever. What genre, what style of game do people really want to play? Other than gay anime pirates.
I don't know. I think like exploring different stuff once we get to the Grand Line, because we're starting off on this, right? Yeah. So once we get to the Grand Line, just doing a whole bunch of exploring there.
Yeah. So exploration, lots of hey, interesting stuff, and then I'll work on things that either I think are interesting or I think you might think are interesting, and go, all right, yeah, let's do it. Okay, exploration. Anything else that people want to definitely include?
Some character development, maybe. I'd like to explore like I kind of like want a session where it kind of delves into like a character's past, and definitely my characters. I really want to like explore those and stuff like. And yeah, that.
Yeah. Character development, all that good stuff. Yeah, 100%. We
Totally. Yeah, character arcs and roleplay folks stuff is.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
very, very
like
good.
like specific example, I'd love for the Kuja pirates to show up at some point, and for Viper and Rose to go shit.
Fuck.
It's our moms.
The moms brigades are here. We are doomed.
No, we're to clarify, we're not siblings. We just knew each other growing.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Once again, not wanting to, toot my own horn. Usually, what I like to do is I'll move it from. I try and go, hey, this is an interesting thing I think could work for this character. I'll message you and we'll talk and we'll bounce around a few ideas. And I'll go, okay, so I'll weave this in, and either we'll do so there's a little bit for everyone in this bit, or one arc will be, okay, this is Zagreus's arc. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff for you, and then this next one is Manuel's arc. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff for you. Basically, I want to try and make you as the player feel like, hey, this is my time to shine, and just all that good stuff. Trying to do that. If I'm not doing a good job, you can just tell me, Bardic, you're doing a shit job. Could you please do more of this? And I'll go, all right,
Sure.
I'll try.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got that. The next thing I have is checking character sheets. I already looked. The Marines were a fucking shambles compared to this. Half of them didn't have their character sheets done. Yours are all done. Yours are all good.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
I had to metaphorically crack the whip for Blondie, but
Was it just a metaphor?
yes, it
This
was
time,
just
yeah.
a metaphor. I wouldn't crack a literal whip unless I knew I could do it safely.
There we go.
Or she could X card too.
Yeah. Bum. What's the next thing? Any other questions before I move on to more stuff?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't find it, or maybe I just am bad at looking. For, the secondary skills, is there, how does that get improved? There's ranks, but what do the ranks do?
Okay, so if it is a favored skill, you
Yes.
increase by 1 rank every level.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is a unfavored skill, I think it's every other level. If you check on Roll20, I copy pasted a bunch of stuff, so basically all the rules are in there. If you look on the leveling up thing, it should explain in greater detail there somewhere. So I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain it's favored skills gain a rank every level, unfavored skills gain a rank every other. I think.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
but
pretty sure
do the ranks have anything to do other than with prerequisites, or do they give added bonuses for being higher ranks? I guess.
Yeah, when you roll, you add your rank. Your rank gets included into that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A rank
Yeah.
is a plus, so you've got 4 ranks, you have +4.
Right.
So
Gotcha,
that's how
alright.
that works.
That's what I was just unsure of.
Okay. So the next things I've got. Alright. This is a fun little discussion because obviously this being a system based off of the D20 system and 3.5, it basically actively encourages you to get companions, secondary NPCs who help you out and do stuff and all that. And basically, how do we as a group want to handle them? So, for example, Manuel, you are a pirate. When you reach
Yeah.
level 6, you can get a little pirate minion.
Mm-hmm.
When that occurs, do you want that pirate minion, one as an NPC, do you want me to design that and go, okay, I'll design it? And do you want them to just appear when you get to that level? Or would you rather potentially recruit this person? You could recruit them this session 1. You could recruit this person, and then when you level up, they will become this NPC for you. So
Oh, that sounds fun.
so it could be like that.
Yeah.
And
That sounds
then
fun.
the other side of this is, since they're an NPC, do you want me as the DM to do more for them, or do you want to run these as like secondary characters? I know this is slightly different for the Kuja because you've got your snakes, which are technically crewmates, but I assume you're controlling the snakes, unless you desperately want me to go. The snake looks at you and goes.
I mean, they're sentient, so like maybe you could have them like hold a thing and like write out stuff.
So basically, how do you want to run NPC crewmates? Do you want me to do all the work? Do you want to do some of the work? Do you want to like how?
I think a collaboration could be fun.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, like
definitely
mechanical
what I
stuff
said.
controlled by the player.
Yeah, mechanical stuff the player, and I'll just go. I'll give them stupid voices and have them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there'll probably be a difference
I was
between, like,
sold with stupid voices. Not gonna lie.
Oh God,
Um,
Lily.
Yeah.
You need to recruit Jim.
I have no idea who that is, but just based off your reactions, that sounds great.
In the last
Jim
game,
was great.
I ran for Lily. There was an NPC called Jim. Jim is my go-to generic NPC name. Who? Oh,
Jim was so helpful.
Jim got a
And he
raw
couldn't
deal.
die.
Well, he didn't even die. He just got put into a coma.
Well, like, he kept getting into more and more dangerous stuff and would just walk out like, oh gosh.
Jim was amazing. And yes, Jim usually appears everywhere. So yeah. Okay, so that's that. So collaborate. We'll figure stuff out. And speaking of NPCs, obviously you need. Well, you don't need. I want to give you an NPC for your crew. So basically, this is a person who stays with the boat. So anywhere you go, you have one person who stays with the boat and can move it around the island for you if you're not there. So basically, by committee, design an NPC. What do you want? Who do you want?
Chef,
Yes.
Yeah.
We need food.
we need food. Especially Rose, because
A chef
she's
who's, like,
bigger
really good at
and
making
therefore
coffee.
eats more than everyone else.
You don't need food.
Yes, I do! I'm the fucking
We'll-
captain! Of
We'll
course
live
I
off
need food.
rocks.
We
We'll live off
need
rocks.
I need some food.
I need some good fucking food, thank you.
Okay, so we want a
Well, I
chef.
know, like, a part of another good thing for having like an NPC chef will be like we can kind of like off screen, like, oh yeah, that whatever their name is got food and is taking care of that. So we ourselves don't have to be like, okay, we have 10 days of rations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
I
a
agree with
follow from Ace in Space. Welcome aboard. Thank you for that.
Nice.
We know Ace. Ace is a good people.
Hmm.
Okay, so you want a chef. Specifics. Species. What class do you want them to be? And do we care about gender? Male, female, non-binary, gender fluid?
Gender doesn't matter.
Well, we know gender doesn't matter long term, but you know.
Yeah. I have no preference with regard to NPC crewmate anyways. I guess Sky Tribesman could be cool from like just diverse backgrounds perspective.
Hey,
Okay.
another Sky Tribesman? Yay!
Oh, I forgot we already had one.
Yeah.
Can make
giant?
a long arm.
Oh yeah. Wait, wasn't the Marine NPC also a long?
Hear me out. The Marines also have a long arm. This is that long arm's twin sibling.
Oh wow! He took the
I like
different
it.
approach in life. He took the different
Yes.
approach in life. I see.
Also, Al, I see you've messaged me. Unfortunately, I can't click and check that without fucking up all the cameras. So when we take a quick break, I'll look at that for you. Is that all right?
That is perfectly fine.
Yeah, sorry, I've been finding out time to go. I've seen that message and I want to click it, but I can't.
It's okay.
Okay, so there we go. We have Frankie's long lost twin sibling. What's their name? Do they have a name? Or
I can
are they just
consult
called
the-
chef and you always have to say yes, chef to them?
I have a question about our chef, actually.
Yeah?
Can our chef get an arc as well?
Yeah.
Well, then Chef will have to come off the boat for that.
It can be an arc on shit. You know, you find
Bless
a
him, brother.
floating sea restaurant, and the chef has to do. We'll make something up.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it could be like, what's a good name for a chef? I mean, Chef can be like the nickname. That's fine. Maybe their middle name is like Sheffington or
I would say
Sheffield.
we're like, I don't know.
Also, I'm just gonna point out, if this character's name is Chef, they can go, "My name's Chef."
I don't get it.
There's a terrible meme which is "My name is Jeff."
My name is Jeff.
Oh, that one.
Terrible
Jeff.
memes.
Jeff the chef.
Jeff Ramsey.
Maybe we avoid
Mongol.
the name.
Such a terrible meme. I hate it.
Let's at
Ramsey.
least go for good memes. If we're gonna do a meme name.
Might as well call him Gordon Ramsay instead. We have Gordon Ramsay as a
I mean,
chef.
if we're going for real life chef names, why not Julia Child?
Yeah, I like
I
that.
want,
Yeah,
I want
Julia Chef.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
my knowledge of TV chefs has escaped me. Which one's that? Is that?
Julia Child was one a while ago. She was famous for using a lot of butter, enjoying French cooking, and being really, really tall,
Yep. Yeah, she's.
which fits in with the long leg.
Oh, we're doing long leg for them?
I guess, sure, whatever.
Yeah, long leg. Yeah, I mean, canonically, like you can crossbreed a long arm and a long leg to get a long limb person, and they're just everywhere.
Yeah, the only person who's like roughly as tall as Rose.
All right, so we've got Julia the chef. There's our NPC. They exist now.
I have to send you Julia Child videos, or at least the Julia Child versus Gordon Ramsay epic rap battle of history, because it's very fun.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, what class? If they're a chef, what do they do if they ever need to get into a fight?
Rogue?
I've got a rogue, but we could do another rogue or Mark.
Oh, I was thinking either
Swordsman.
rogue or brawler or swordsman.
She'd be using that butcher knife or something.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Specialist. Frying pan weapon.
Yes.
Okay, that's
A frying pan weapon with a sharpened edge. Like.
Yes.
Or if we're like really going for the Julia Child reference, something involving meat in bags. Bagpipes. Because that's bags.
What to say? We're just like a stick with like a bag of meat on the end. It's like a flail.
A meat
Weird
flail.
weapon.
Alright. This is 12 kinds of ridiculous, and I very much enjoy it. Where is my next thing I have? Okay, this is more something to figure out off stream because it's going to take a lot of work. But basically, ship building is a thing. Ships are all individual, they're all special, they have feats, they level up like players do. So, since this is the first ship, either because you actually have a shipwright, unlike the other crew who had to make one. So either we can leave all of that to the shipwright if we just want to give her more work, or we can decide by committee, and we can decide about off screen because they get some feats and and as we progress, you'll get different cannons and you'll get to choose stuff. So I don't know if we want to decide that as a group. Go, ooh, what cannons do we want? What do we want to make this out of? What is the ship good at? Do we want to do that? Oh, please go.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say decide by committee, partially because of how long it took to get her to make her fucking character.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, but I would like the economy to add prizes to the ship potential.
Okay.
We just got a follow from Daxter Lab. It's so close to Dexter's lab, and got to resist the urge because I think we'd get copyright strike for just singing the intro to that. But hey, Dax, great to see you. You can get copyright strike for really terrible stuff right now. People have been copyright strike for humming a tune. The internet's a bad place.
Yeah. And our.
I mean, I don't earn money from this, so you know what? It doesn't really matter. So that's something successful people need to worry about. So yeah, we can decide that by say we. I don't get to choose. You get to choose how you build your ship.
Yeah.
The rules for shipbuilding, they are on the Roll20. There's all the feats and all of that. So off stream, we can figure that out basically, and you can build your ship and go, our ship's super cool at this stuff. So that's a fun little thing for all of us to do. And does anybody have any other game-related, mechanical-esque things they wish to talk about right now?
Okay, so are we doing XP or milestone leveling? Or is that a thing?
I personally do milestone because XP is a pain in the ass to keep track of.
Okay. So on that note, is it just arbitrary milestones? Is it going to be like X number of sessions and then we get a level?
I usually go with event based. So, you have completed event X. So, whether that be every time you finish something on an island, level up. Mm-hmm. Or, if it's a particularly large island, but, you finished story part 1, like, alright, level up. So then you get that to go off into part 2 of the story on that island. So it's very... There's not a limit to number of sessions it will take. Like, if you spend 20 sessions sat around on ship, not going anywhere, making dick jokes, you're probably not going to level up.
Right.
However, you might do. If there's some real good story folk, I don't know. So I can't give a definite, but I try to be every, 3 to 5 sessions, give or take, And this is enough time. You want to progress, you want to be stronger. We have experienced this level, we've shown off all the things we can do, we've struggled, we won easily. Hey, let's get new stuff, let's keep the game going. So, there's not a hard line, but there is a vague notion.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like you're starting to get bored of being a certain level, you're probably not going to be that level for much longer.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's how that works. Anything else from anybody?
I actually have a question. What is, how much are we starting with in terms of, currency, and how much equipment do we start with, actually?
It says you start with 100,000 or 10,000?
100,000.
100,000.
And you use that to buy your equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are we pirates? Let's just like retire.
So
That's nothing.
So yeah, you use that. If you look on the Roll20, I put all the prices of everything on there. If you scroll down to like items, there's price of everything. Uh, I was just
My musician kit took half of that.
yeah, the career kits are expensive. They're a bit-
Yeah, and my rapier was expensive.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The pirate kit is so useless.
All right.
It's an eye patch, a hat,
I
empty trunk, and a cutlass or a flintlock. Like, what? Why would I need to buy that? I don't need an eye patch. I don't need a hat.
I'm so glad I don't need to buy a weapon.
I don't need to buy weapons either. I just punch things.
This is great. Just make weapons. Who needs to...
Okay. I've just seen a question in the chat of someone saying like, what are the classes for this game? And should probably give a full explanation of that before we start playing. People go, what the hell is going on? Basically, there are 2 classes each character gets. One is, their, if I had to give it a name, it's their combat related thing. And these vary from brawler, which is I do the punchies, to swordsman, or swordsperson, to I do the cutties, to specialist, who their whole thing is they have a special designed weapon. And there's a whole bunch of them. There's rogue, there's the sneaky, there's the tank, there's the damage dealer, there's all of that. But then the place where it gets interesting is the career, which is like a second class, and these are more like the skill-based things. So, for example, we have our swordswoman, who is also our doctor. So any class can be a healer, or any class can be a skill monkey. If they pick whichever career lets them have more things. So it's a whole mixture of stuff. So, for example, we could have a crew of a swordsperson, a brawler, a warrior, a rogue. We could have all 6 classes, but then all of them playing doctors. Or vice versa, we could have an entire group of everyone playing a swordsperson, but they all have different skills. So every single thing is incredibly unique. And that's how it works. And if you want to find the PDF of this, it's free to find and download. It was made by Bad Karma Games. They don't exist anymore, but you can Google it, you can find it. It is free. It's just the One Piece tabletop role-playing game. So go check that out, Daxter Lap.
The fun thing, though, about the careers is that they can sometimes have combat benefits, especially the prestige careers.
Yeah.
Because, like, when Doctor goes to Surgeon, I lower my crit threshold, and I can just chop off body parts.
Oh, that's going to be terrifying. Alrighty. We're a little bit ahead of schedule, which is a lot better for Marines, who are actually really far behind schedule when we got to this point. So
Even better for the Pirates, we're just so great.
We do what we do.
Let's just continue to stay strong all the way then.
So, basically, with Marines, we didn't get to take a break because we spent way too long talking about all kinds of different shit. So, are we okay to take like a quick 5-10 minute break? Everyone can go get a drink?
Yeah, sure.
And then when we get back, we'll actually start playing.
Hell yeah!
Woo!
Alrighty, so thank you everybody. We're going to be back in a few minutes. I'm going to throw us over to a little break screen. We'll see you in a few. Alright, so there we go. We're back. I click the thing. I give us sound again. And we're back. What I need to quickly do is I need to open up, well, click open Roll20. Close down them. And let's pop you on over there. If people would like to quickly drag their tokens out and put it on your boat.
Oh boy.
And-
That's it. I'm dead. I'm in the water.
So, like, I've never done this before. How do I do that?
If you go over to the journal where your character sheet is, and
Yes.
if you just click on the character sheet, like click the name of it, like, and hold that click, and then
Uh-huh.
drag onto the map.
Haha!
There you go.
Alright, thank you.
All of you have your hit points already on there. I put them on there for you, so that's
I
that
forgot
taken
how
care of you.
big King Rose is.
Yeah,
You
I'm
are a
size
large creature.
large.
Is
Yeah.
King Rose like a giant?
No, just
No.
12 foot
Like
tall.
really tiny. We're just
Yeah.
really tiny.
Because,
I'm just really
there's a
tall.
whole section in the book about how you can just be big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't consider it at first affecting my stats because I thought it didn't because I was looking at the wrong part of the chart. But then I was like, oops, oh well.
I mean, there's equal benefit to being small and tall. You know, if you're tall, you don't hit as well, but you have more strength. If you're small, you hit better, but you have less strength. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff for it.
And yet, Rose still only has a strength of 6.
Oh,
Bad did you min-max?
I had to min-max to keep up with Merc. Kuja have a negative to wisdom, and I need wisdom to be a doctor.
I have a strength of 18. I
Damn.
don't know.
Yeah, see, I have Manuel to, lift stuff for me.
No, that was me. I'm the one with the strength of 18. It's the stone. I can
Yeah,
Oh.
I got 16 on mine because I'm human, so I don't have to
16's
do
still
stuff like
pretty
that.
good.
16 is
My-
the best you can have without being
My-
a special race.
My
Species.
my flaw, however, is my intelligence. It's like a 3.
Jesus.
Well, then you'll definitely do what Captain Rose says.
Just
I have high wisdom, not high intelligence. There's a difference. Like, I don't know. Should I listen to the? Nah.
Yes,
It's
you
a book.
should! Listen to your fucking captain!
Well, you'll fix that by going. If you don't listen to me, the ship won't like it, and trick them into thinking that the ship has a ghost on it.
Yeah, and also I'll yell at you and then cry.
All right. Yeah. That's pretty convincing already. There you go.
Damn.
Can I just imagine Alistair being like that in the meme of like a cat, and then King Rose is just that girl that pointing at him while just crying.
It's
Evil
basically
is
your guilt trip.
holding her back.
You guilt trip her into just do what you want because she doesn't like to hurt people's feelings. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't.
Yeah, no. Oh, something we didn't technically go over was disadvantages.
Oh, yeah, okay, so the disadvantages in this, I totally forgot to talk about these. The flaws, basically. I think I've said this to most of you, at some point or another. These are, I assume everyone here is vaguely familiar with 5th edition D&D, at least in some way, shape or form. You know, when you pick your background, so you know, folk hero, farmer, whatever, yada yada. And it gives you a bunch of things, you know, like your ideal, your bond, your something, I don't remember them off the top of my head.
Ideals, bonds, flaws, personality traits.
Those ones. And they have a bunch of options, and these don't really have any mechanical benefit. They're more this is how I play my character. These are some ideas. That is basically what the flaws are in this. They don't have any mechanical thing, but it's more like, so what interesting aspects can I give to my character?
So it's just a roleplay thing.
Exactly. They're 100% roleplay. I mean, if you forget you have them, it doesn't really matter, because you'll develop your character however they develop. If
Did
you
you
want
see the
to
one that I found that's in the book?
hypoallergenic,
Yeah, you can be hypoallergenic, which means you don't cause allergies.
How is that a disadvantage?
I know.
I think they meant to say hyper allergenic as in like you're really allergic to stuff, but just typed in the wrong thing?
Funny.
It's funny. I have seemingly being the keyword opposite things for mine. I have what do I have domineering and needy.
I mean, that works.
That works.
Yeah. Because
I-
like I said, I will yell at you and if you don't thing I will cry.
The captain's the biggest weakness for my character. Oh no.
The biggest what?
That's so bad. The captain's my biggest weakness because I made my character have doesn't want to make people feel bad. Oh.
Yeah, can't
It's really
say no
bad.
to the captain for numerous reasons. Hell yeah.
Oh, righty. So I suppose I should do that, GM thing and make a game start.
Possibly. I mean, I'm cool with fucking around.
Oh, we can do that. All right. So, you're just in the ocean. It's a perfectly pleasant day. You're in the South Blue. It's nice. It's warm. The sun's out. You're just in the ocean on your boat. The to be named eventually. We didn't come up with a boat name. I totally forgot to have you do that. What's your boat called?
I was
The
thinking.
Rosemary.
Well, what's Aoife's idea?
Oh, I was gonna say, I came up with a lot of names for my character and didn't some of them. So I was thinking I could go with one of those and go with Calypso.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like it. The
Yeah, the
Calypso.
That's funny.
What?
It's not. It's just a coincidence. It's funny.
Have I
Wait,
missed a
what-
joke? Is there a meme?
There's another game where that's a ship name in a game.
Oh.
Thing.
Yeah.
It's fine. It was just really funny to hear that be like the thing.
But yeah, no, I'm down. I love the name.
Right. It's cool. It was just funny to hear.
It was just a funny coincidence. It's not anything bad, swear. I love the name.
Okay.
Alright. So, you're on the Calypso. It's nice, pleasant day. You're sailing around. You don't know where you're going. You don't really know where you are because we decide that at the end of the session. So, open water. What is everybody doing?
Terrifying.
What do you do? Well, it's morning, let's say. You've just woken up.
Viper is lounging somewhere, probably along the what's the edge of the ship? Is it the railing?
Railing.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
call it that.
Okay.
For now, yeah.
Lounging on the railing with her bass and is just playing background music.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just playing that 1G. As all bases do.
Boom, 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 boom.
Look, I can rip on music based stuff so much more than I can on boat anatomy. So I got nothing. It was a bad idea. Someone who knows zero about boats to play a game which has a lot of boats.
Wow, for someone so stern, they have a really big stern. Ugh.
God.
That was terrible.
It was really bad. Alright. Yeah, so for
I really hope
Manny,
that
I
is
imagine
how-
he's kind of just hanging out as well. He's maybe been, yeah,
Chill.
he's maybe just been chilling. He's probably towards the back of the boat, keeping an eye out, just kind of overseeing things.
Alright, cool. I'm really hoping Captain Rose, that's how she enters the scene. Just walks out, makes this god awful pun. Everyone goes, okay, so we've got two people chilling.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Obviously, you've got Julia. chefing it up, making breakfast. I don't know what breakfast is, but they're making it.
In this little boat.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're pirates, so we're more like brunch, late lunch
Yeah.
people.
Mimosas.
Uh-huh.
I don't sleep, so I just drink my booze. And
Wait,
just,
do you actually not sleep?
yeah, I don't. I just, just feeling the wind, man. Just staring at
I-
it.
Nice. Awesome.
I'm showing my loyalty by not being in sleep.
Okay.
Watch.
Yeah. It's something we
You think that?
something we forgot to mention because we have two cyborgs, and cyborgs run on fuel, don't they? However, the fuel is whatever you want it to be. So, what are our two cyborgs' fuel types? Zagreus, what fuels you? What do you use to power yourself?
I use booze. I'll be drinking some ale, like, yeah, just that. So I won't have any problems with heals. It'll be done.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I guess as long as you don't just act shitty to get drunk.
I
Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
that's the thing, he can't even get drunk. He just drinks a lot to fuel himself.
It just looks like it's a problem, but he doesn't have a...
I'll be like stepping into like a something, and then I'm like, heh, sure.
Oh man,
Okay.
you're gonna
I just
shark
Can
him.
realized-
you raise the fucking steak?
I just realized you can actually go to someone if someone says you have a problem, you can actually don't have a problem.
No, I don't. So here's the thing. I'm a cyborg.
I'm not gonna repeat myself as a cyborg. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna say that I'm a very talented drunkard to the point that my for ale, like no common ale can make me drunk. So giving me it's common shit. All right.
But what's Aoife's
Oh, I read it as like just like coffee or tea.
Cat.
Well, when it's no robots, we can always have one and a cup of tea. Just
Yeah, just loco.
See, I love how our two cyborgs, one is booze, one is caffeine. It's like, oof. I just find that funny. That amuses me. Also,
If to
amusing thing. Zagreus can actually go, this is like water to me. This is fuel. And it's real.
Yeah.
Whew. There we go. That's my personal amusement found for the day.
if anyone was gonna try to check Alice Star, she would be in a small compartment with a bag of rocks. She would take the bag. She would take out like one of the rocks from the bag, and each rock is named. It has a different name to him. One of them is named Anthony. Play with dolls themselves. But honestly,
Okay. Everybody's got their own-
it's a rock collection.
Oh yeah, and I have my snake with me on the deck, just kind of sunning itself on my arm.
Definitely would whisper, saying, "Don't worry, Anthony. One day you'll take down a ship. I believe in you."
So is your G or is it a?
It's a Luya.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I forget which one's that. Which one does that mean?
That's the one where you turn into the.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, mine's a.
Oh, rock It's like, ooh, blood. I feel like that could be like a name of a band or something. Bloody Rocks.
It probably is. Or
Oh, I thought you were gonna go just like the name of the band is Ooh Rocks Blood.
Or just Bloody Rock. Bloody Rock
Bloody
probably
Rock.
works better.
Blood on the Rocks. Ooh.
Blood
That's
on
It
the
sounds
more
like a
like
drink.
drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sure if you
like-
go to a vampire-esque bar,
Like
that's
a Bloody
It's
Mary.
like a tavern.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Bloody
tomato
tavern.
juice on the rock.
Ugh.
Tomato juice and vodka, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so let me try and piece together where everybody is. Let's paint a wonderful word picture. It's a nice, wonderful day. The sun has risen, and you ignored that shit and went, wake me up in like 5 hours. So that's what you did. When you did all eventually get up, you have one lady sat with a lovely guitar going do 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 do, whilst another person sits over in a corner talking to a bag of rocks.
Hell yeah.
You have another person stood behind the helm with a big bottle of booze, just going, "Good morning, good day. Let's get on with it."
Did I specify it as a bottle? I'm thinking about changing it into like a keg instead. Aw.
Just keg, just. Or do you do a keg stand every time you want to drink? So you just go, all right. Whoop.
Let's go with keg stand.
Okay, so correct.
Or like a
We've got guitar girl, rock talker, keg stander. We have a robot mermaid sat drinking tea, probably regretting many life decisions.
yeah.
I'm the one who's drinking booze here. Why are you the one regretting life?
Where we have our human pirate just stood at the back, looking at the ocean, going, "Yeah, pirate."
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's completely in character. He just like is like, that's like his affirmations in the morning. He just kind of looks up. "Yes, I am here."
Now.
Every morning, there's Manuel. Does he look in a mirror and he goes, "Yar har fiddly dee." I am a pirate. A pirate is me.
I am a pirate. A pirate is me. I think that tracks.
Zagreus is like, oh, okay, he's gonna go into a 6 hours long saying that thing again and again.
No, let him do
He
his
gets caught in a
mantra.
loop.
Centered and whatever.
And then finally, where is our 12-foot lady captain? Where is she on the boat? What is
I
she doing?
think trying to do. I think I have the herbal medicine feat. I'm just trying to, be productive and work on.
Productive?
What? On our boat?
Yes, we're being fucking productive.
It's
I'm
more
sorry,
likely
Mike.
than you think, I guess.
I'm sorry, my career class be a pirate. That's all I can be.
You're gonna be a goddamn productive pirate if I have anything to say about it, or you're gonna get a 12-foot boot up your ass. You're gonna be the fucking piratiest pirate ever.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm already. I'm here.
Yeah, same here.
Or a pirate.
Yeah, I'm a pirate. You know,
You're saying you're a
Pirating
pirate, but are you living? Are you living?
I know. Okay,
your
no, this is how we be more productive as pirate. We sing shanties.
Yes, I agree. We'll be the shanty singers to go along with that sick bass line.
All right. You singing a shanty?
Oh
Yo
no, it's
ho, yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Wonderful. Thank you for doing that.
Yes, I'll be here. I'll be here for a few more.
Alrighty. So this is regular pirate activities. Does anybody want to particularly
Love it.
interact and do anything with one another, or we just doing our own things for a little bit?
Oh.
As different people come into Viper's vision, she plays like background music filler. So like, basically music fitting if they're like being energetic, it'll be like a or if they're being calm, it'll be like slower and stuff. So yeah, just various background music is just playing.
Cool. Cool. Can I order the crafting for the herbal medicine?
Yeah. What do you have to do for that? How does that work?
It says treat this as a crafting feat and roll your heal skill to determine if you are see the herbal medicine section of the medicine. So I roll heal. Where the hell is that? I know I have it somewhere. Ah, here we go. Lily, you made this sheet. So
Me too.
13.
Okay. So what does that let you do?
I make herbal. Don't know off the top of my head. Is the medicine stuff uploaded to Roll20, or do we have to look at the document?
Basically everything is on Roll20 except the classes and the careers. So there will be medicines somewhere.
Okay. Oh! There's like different stuff. I can make tea with a DC of 13. I can make tea with a 13. That'll work.
That's
All right.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Totally making some HRT. No, just normal.
Hell yeah.
well, what does this tea do then? Explain to me.
It improves natural healing by 50% for 8 hours, but also makes target sleepy and fatigued. So I don't know, just tea. Good to have around.
Good
I'll
tea.
take 5 of those.
Yeah, I think everyone's only allowed to take one of these per day. I don't remember, or is this just like you
I
make
have
medicine?
no idea. It's just I can.
I was mixing up with your vitamins, where you can only take them once a day. This is just you just made medicine. You've just made an
I
item.
mean,
Yeah.
It exists now, and you made it, and people can use it.
Huzzah!
I have a question actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Since I am a part of the tribesmen of the sky, can I make something in particular?
I'm assuming this is to do with your dials that you can do.
Yes, it is actually. That's what I was going to ask.
What do you want to try and do?
I want to try making what the heck was it called? I know it was called not a milky dial, not the impact dial. I don't know why there's so many dials. There's so many. I lost it. I completely lost it. I wanted to make the flame dial. That's what it was called. Jeez.
Yeah, just make a flame dial. All right, yeah. Let's figure out how that works. Let me load up the thingy and find.
Oh, there's an axe one too. I'm thinking the axe one. I might need that. I don't
dials.
own any
There we
weapons, but I
go.
can make weapons.
So dials. There's a whole thing that's all coming up on the screen now. So you want to make a flame dial. Can I zoom in on that? Oh, gosh. So the flame dial is one thing you potentially want to make that absorbs and releases fire. So basically, you make a flamethrower. That's how it works. Where's costs? Where's the rules for crafting on them?
It actually doesn't.
Oh no, it says right there. That's to embed. So that's the invent. So you roll your invent, and yeah. Okay, yeah. That's how it works. I goofed. Basically, you don't make a dial. Dials just exist.
Oh shoot.
What you can do is you can put a dial in another item. So, for example, you could put that dial in your hand, or in a glove, or in a sword, or on some armor, or whatever, and then you can add the effect of that dial onto that thing. So that's what the inventing is for.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so if you, for example, put a flame dial on your fist, you can do a punch and also flamethrower. So,
Ooh, you can do
flamethrower
a
punch.
falcon punch.
Oh god.
Yeah, except I don't punch. I hit things with my. Well, actually, no. Technically, I do, but not really. It's my hand's an axe, but it's not an axe. Maybe I'm holding an axe. I don't know, man. Just grab one of these rocks and I'm good.
But yeah, so you could embed yourself with a dial if you wanted to, because you are stone.
Heck yeah. I'll just put it on my shoulder pad, just like. There you go.
Yeah. So which one are you trying to embed? Obviously, let's just assume you have these dials for now, and then we'll figure out how you bought them and where they came from and all that stuff at another point.
I'm gonna say that it's like in a little bag that I have. It's on my right pocket, like a little bag.
Yeah.
Just carry around with me along with my bag of rocks. What I decide to do is sometimes if I get really curious, I imbue the dials onto my rock collections because I believe that every rock I have is special or important.
Aww.
Beautiful.
Like if I want to take action and say I'm in battle, I would bring out Anthony. Anthony turns into a stone axe, and I would put the axe imbue dial onto that. So, there you go, Anthony. You're my favorite. That's how I would approach it, honestly.
Okay, so you need to roll an invent check for that, don't you? And look at these. There we go. So, if you know which dial you want to try and embed onto something, you roll your invent skill, and then I look at this chart and say, that works, you put it in.
Hold on.
Are you looking for something? You struggling with finding something?
No, sorry, my internet went kind of crazy for like a second there.
All right.
I was trying to find out where the invention skill is.
That's a secondary skill. So unless you manually added it onto your character sheet, it's not
I
there.
will have to manually put it in.
All right.
Is
All right,
manually doing it when we ask Manuel to do stuff?
Fuck it out.
Yes!
Oh, so that's what manual labor means.
Aye,
It's
aye,
actually
aye.
manual labor.
Yeah, that's what Viper means when she tells the captain that she's been doing manual labor all day.
I mean,
Just, I see you. I can't call you out because I have him do the same thing. But like, you should do your own shit.
Playing my bass, that's my job.
the thing is, it technically is. That's your career.
Yeah, shit musician.
Oh wait, is the I just was wondering, like, stream down or is it?
I don't think it's down.
It's currently still up.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Is
I think-
it like not showing up on your computer, honey?
It might have just timed out. Oh,
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Dials. What? Because you just rolled an 11. So what dial were you trying to fit onto one of your rocks?
I'm gonna make the axe one first.
Okay, so we're going to assume it's the smallest one for ease, so it's a tiny axe dial, which has a DC check of 10. You did it. You now have, your axe dial now has a tiny little, essentially seashell. That's what dials are. And what that does is it shoots out a thin, compressed slash of air. So you now have a stone that can shoot air at people, like, and cut them.
Oh, nice.
This is a thing you have now.
Sweet.
Does everybody know what a dial is, like in game, or
Probably
is
not,
this
no.
like only my knowledge here?
People just think you glue in seashells onto stuff.
Friend?
Huh?
It's a fashion choice. Just glue seashells on.
You do you.
Heck yeah. I just was saying, like, these seashells are really unique. They have secret powers.
Totally.
Great. Good for you, friend.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anything else that anybody else would like to do? Is just like, oh, this is something I want to be getting on with, or you think we're quite established on? Yeah, we're all just chilling.
Yeah.
I kind of want something to happen. I want like Zagreus to like, okay, so my drinks are out. So he was going down to like the lower deck to grab some drink, and then he saw what Alistair is doing, and he's like, I see, outfitting your baby for wars, huh?
Only the strongest will survive.
I agree. So am I gonna be out of the job now that the rock's gonna take my job now as a marksman?
Do you want it to take your job? I mean, I don't see it taking your job. It's a rock, but you know.
Okay, so a rock taking my job is something that can't happen, but apparently one of your rocks can be the captain someday. I see your logic.
I don't mean to pry, but I think you're thinking too much into this.
Stop looking at my rocks.
Somewhere else on the boat, Rose feels a disturbance in the
I sense a disturbance in the rocks.
Okay, so we've established Captain Rose's first long-term antagonist and rival, a rock.
It's Anthony the
And he thought the Marines are our rival, but no, it was the rocks.
The Marines wish they were as strong as the rocks.
They're just
They're not even they are lesser than rocks.
Okay,
you see a rock sticking out of the water, just like fire all. Like,
once again, a super amusing thing for me, because currently in the One Piece manga, it has very recently been revealed that, you know, before the age of Gold Roger, the most powerful pirate around was Rox D. Zebek. And Rox D. Zebek was so powerful, he had Whitebeard and Kaido and Big Mom on his crew. They're like, yeah, Rox is the most powerful. Anthony is Rock. Okay.
The greatest weapon I hold in my hand.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Xager's okay, so Alice just said that Xager's gonna be like, I kind of wonder why Captain Rose ever let the rocks around with all the possibility of mutiny. I'm not saying that everyone's gonna go on the rock side, but
I hope you know, Alistair, she's just staring at you, like blinking, like just blinking her eyes, just confused, amazed, and really, really feels like this conversation's not meant to be going where she thought it was going. It's like
I may be a drunkard, but I know how to talk.
Don't worry. On the ship, Rose senses disloyalty.
Julia, the chef, is going, I don't know, those rocks, they make a real compelling argument.
Oh, they're gonna say a really good soup.
Ziggy just stares at Julia and be like, "Oh, now you speak rocks now, huh? Can you teach me? Because I can't understand them like these few days. They've been talking like, I don't know, they've been talking all fuzzy and all that stuff. Can you maybe teach me their language so I know they're gonna plan a mutiny? We can't have a freaking rocks take over the ship. I mean, that'll make a very damn good story, but
We'll, I'll go over it with you in the future. For now, hey, brunch. We got mimosas. We got omelets. We got all the brunch stuff. Brunch time.
Almonds?
Oh, sure, we got them.
No, I thought that was what you said. I don't know.
Yeah, omelets. That's what we got. We got them. We got bacon. We got cheese. We got whatever you want. Brunch. It exists. Have the brunch. Brunch time. Bacon pancakes. To reference old memes.
I don't. That meme's a little too old for me.
Look, I'm old.
That meme is old, but unfortunately, it does not check out.
Okay. Al, you've just said you've got to head out. You've got to take your mum to
I gotta
the airport. Okay, so that means I'm gonna have to.
Adios, people.
I've got to edit cameras. This is gonna be fun.
Oh no, camera fuckery! Whoop.
Okay, so I'll do that whilst people are role playing and talking in junk. So, thank you very much.
Peace.
We'll see you next session.
Yeah.
Remember, don't fear the rocks. Let the rocks overcome you. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, also, just like a concept, Rose technically has the biggest room, but proportionally, it's similar to everyone else's.
Right.
Like, so, she has like big chairs and stuff and like a big bed, but proportionally it's a similar size because she is like twice as tall as anyone else, except for Julia. Julia, I almost feel bad for because she has like a smaller room, but I guess she's cool with it, whatever.
She just bends the legs.
Yeah,
Just crouches everywhere.
yeah. No, I like the room personally.
Not that one.
Ah!
Things just being moved everywhere.
We are all Noah on this great day.
Okay.
Just like Evangelion, we are all parentheses not alcoholics.
That goes there, and then tuck it back there.
Oh, while everyone's having brunch, I was thinking that Zeg is gonna put from the block of meat in his hand and be like, "Hi, how's everyone doing? Everyone get some enough sleep and all that? How about you, Captain? Get enough sleep tonight? Last night, I mean."
Yeah. Slept well enough.
I'm glad you're learning about sleep, Zacharias.
It's very important.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep, but okay.
No, right.
Yeah,
but-
most people need to sleep.
Right. Like asking questions about it. It's good that it shows you're learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more you...
I mean, someone's need to run the ship and keep the lookout for the weather, or else we're gonna.
I mean,
wake
I
up
run the
to
ship?
another- I mean, yeah, you run.
Yes, we know.
No.
Yes.
Don't we know, honey, me? I'm your goddamn captain.
It's fine. It's fine. Have some bacon.
Ugh.
But yeah, I think the weather is all good today, and I hope everyone's having a good time being free as a free pirates. That's
Oh,
what
it's
we
a
do,
glorious
right?
time.
Yep.
You know, I was a bit itching lately. We tried to like raid a Royal Navy ship, maybe. I don't know. I just got kind of need some action in my life.
Yeah, you're wanting to do some piratey stuff. I can fully support this as the resident pirate.
Yep.
I'm glad you can tell that we're pirates because we say that we are so much.
It's really important just to establish it.
Yeah,
I
mean,
feel like
we're
the
pirates.
wanted posters aren't enough.
There we
How
go.
would people know
we
we're
want
pirates
people
if we don't
to-
say we're pirates every other sentence?
I did it.
I can appreciate that. It's
All the
good.
cameras are messed up and in the wrong places and labeled wrong. Like on my thing, like, but everyone's face is over their right place. And it has,
The only time I cannot be pirate is Saturday and Sunday because that'll be the weekend, and I think I'm gonna need to take the day off at that time because I get like this moment I need to like drink lots of drink, just
I mean,
a
no.
lot of drink.
We can just plug that into you, right? Just
Well-
you can have a hose that'll suck that up.
Just like a straight IV drip.
team. Someone in the chat,
Yes.
Crimson Ivory, who is a good friend of mine, TJ, he's on something. What he said is, "Holy shit, I think these might be pirates."
You know, maybe.
Holy shit! I think we're pirates, guys. We're not the sailors. We're pirates.
Alrighty, so
It's like affirmation. You
Yeah,
put it out there, and it becomes real once you say it enough.
Yay, we just gotta manifest it. Or whatever.
I mean, normally at this point, I would ask if people would like to make me a spot check, or are you all thoroughly distracted talking about being pirates?
Eva's probably working on the ship a little, and like doing maintenance-y thing.
I feel like,
Zach?
as the captain, I ought to be at least paying a little bit of attention, so I would like to make a spot check, if that's okay.
Please do. They're very useful things to make.
Alrighty. Let's...
Just letting you know, GM. I have weather patterns for like the feature. I think that's a feature. Yeah, I get a weather patterns for a feature. So if you ever wanna roll in a storm, I'll know it.
Where
Also
is
just-
spot?
Very important. Captain, emphasized in the Roll20.
Okay, so let's quickly reel off these spots. We have Manuel with a nat 1 for a 7. Viper with a 15. Captain King Rose with an 18. And Aoife with a 22.
I like how it's like a increasing order.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, can I roll mine too?
Yeah, if you
I
want to
know
roll,
I
please
roll.
roll.
I want to see if my
You
boy
just have to.
is
Ah! It
Oh,
continued.
What?
You got a
Oh,
23, so it
that's-
kept the trend of increasing numbers.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so let me go over what everybody sees. So we'll start at the bottom. Manuel, you pulled out your mirror because you're so busy going, you're a pirate. I look really good today. You know why? Pirate.
I like it. It's very accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Zinnia, what you see is as you're jamming away, I'm assuming you kind of lean back over the railing, and just behind, well, not just behind you, it's off in the middle distance. It's not that far away, but far enough away that you know you've got some amount of time. You can see a ship. This ship, it doesn't look particularly good. It looks like it is falling apart at the seams, and it's kind of floating. It has a marina flag flying, but it just doesn't look particularly impressive or marine-y. It's kind of like, you know, they gave it to a bunch of rejects to just go, okay, you're Marines now, go away. And you see that. And the next person is Captain King Rose. You can see more about it. Then go, it's a bad boat, but it most definitely is very generic and marine-y. Almost excessively so. Like, almost excessively generic. The people on there don't look important. They don't look like they have personalities. And that's how that goes. Aoife, the reason you can see this ship is because it is an abomination and an insult to all shipwrights. This is literally pieces of corrugated iron and cardboard stapled together and, you know, like somehow hammered onto a small dinghy as it chugs along gently. And Zagreus, you just go, is no one else looking at this? Look, this thing is falling apart at the seams. It is right there. I can see this, and I'm upside down doing a keg stand. So
I think that ship is much more piratey ship than ours because it's much more broken down. It's definitely a pirate ship.
No. It's about
Brokenness
aesthetic.
doesn't
Yeah,
make a
great
pirate
aesthetic.
ship. But
It's
yeah,
also
no, we should
improvised.
maybe go investigate and also tell them to fuck off with cannons.
Which we definitely have.
yeah, you have a cannon. So basically, you can see the ship is moving towards you, and you have approximately one round of combat worth of things you may do before it gets any closer. What do?
I guess can. Okay, Zagreus, you work on turning the ship, and then the rest of us will do cannons and sails and other things. Yes, go, brick!
Alright. And I'll just walk along. Doing my job.
Are we? So, is this considered a battle yet?
They don't seem to have noticed you, so consider this a surprise round.
Okay. So.
They're busy being super generic and marine.
Okay.
They haven't noticed you yet.
Viper stands up, cracks her neck, and then switches from her bass to her regular guitar, and does a sick shredding solo. And then says, all right, everybody, it's time to kick some ass. Remember, like we've said 50 times this morning, we are pirates. And I'm using my optimism skill. which means all of my allies gain +1 to attack and +1 to defense rolls until the battle's over.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
Saying I don't do my job, I do my job.
No, you do your job. You just toss most of the manual labor onto Manuel.
Oh,
Pirate,
oh,
yeah.
I gotta, Zagreus will have an idea. He's gonna be like, oh, and then he goes to Captain Tingrose. He's like, hey, okay, so I got this idea, this 6 idea. I'm gonna try to speed up the ship, right at the other ship, and I'm gonna drift the fucking ship. How does that sound?
Okay, so the idea is you're going to do a handbrake turn, and I'm going to try and move the ship to try and create that effect. So how I envision it is you're going to try and get the ship to be like that, and
Let me. Yeah.
is that it, or am I way off? What are you thinking with it?
Yeah. I'm going to like I look like I'm gonna try to ram it at the middle part of the
Oh, you want to try
ship.
and hit them there?
It looks like I'm gonna try to hit them from afar, but then I just turn and then just park right next to the ship.
Okay, yeah, cool. So, wait, hang on.
I am that bored. No, Zagreus is that bored to do that shit.
So the end goal is to pull up like that,
Yeah, maybe
And-
a little bit closer.
and everyone's upside down now. You'll be fine.
Okay, this is
Facing
one?
the opposite
Oh.
direction. There we go.
So to describe this,
This one.
Zagreus ship, and you go boom, and you look like you're gonna smash into the side of it, and you go and roll it on round. Is there a roll to do for that? Is there like ship handling?
I no.
There is a sailing skill.
Yeah, do you want to roll sailing for me? See how successful that is?
Let me check. Hold on. Do I have? I hope I did put it in. God damn. Alright, so not bad. Oh yeah, sailing. Alright.
I think with a 21, yeah. You do that, you know, you just basically do a donut in the water and just pull up, and when do you look across from their ship and give a like nod like, sup? Just
I'm like, my scarf. There's like one part in front, and I'm just like, hey.
I love that. So we've had a buff from Viper, gone guitar. Everyone, what does that buff do to everybody? What is? I'm sure you probably said, but I forgot.
Everybody gets a +1 to their attack and defense rolls until the end of the battle.
Oh, cool.
Nice. So everyone is up for fighting, and then you
Yeah.
do a dope as heck drift, and you're there across from them. Whoever wants to also move next.
Whomst is on the cannons? I nominate Aoife.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna be on the cannon.
All right, Aoife, let's roll a cannon. How do cannons work?
It looks like I will range.
Yeah, it will be a ranged attack. I just need to find how much damage cannons do.
Oh, do we have standard cannons or do we have trap?
Let's assume they're standard.
Cool. So yeah, it's 46. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're hitting a ship. So go for it. 7.
Well,
How silly do we want this to be? Do we want this to be like, oh, you tried and you just missed, or do we want it to be like you were ridiculous?
I think I've got. So being occasionally a little jittery. Aoife is like getting the cannon into position and just like a little too intense, and like puts way too much gunpowder in, and it just shoots over the top. Like,
That's great.
Oh wait, I have a plan to take advantage of this.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to shout across at the Marines and say, "That was your one warning shot.
I like it.
You will hand over your supplies and money now, or be sunk."
What do you want to roll for that?
Intimidation.
Okay, you try and intimidate these generic Marines.
Hell yeah. Do I have anything to give to that? I don't know. 17.
17. Mm-hmm. Generic Marine reply.
Can't you see we're pirates? We're supposed to win here. It's gonna be a thing just all the time.
I love it that you are just gonna go everywhere like, yeah, we're pirates.
I'm sure at some point people will do it unironically.
Okay, so aside from me wanting to make a callback joke to the Marine session, which, by the way, you should totally go and check out. It's on my YouTube channel and still on Twitch, where when they did something to pirates, I didn't think of anything and just had them say generic pirate reply. But yeah, so aside from that, you can tell that these Marines are not the most experienced in the world, and they're almost reading from a script because they have no idea what else to do right now. You're fairly certain this should be quite easy.
Yeah.
And they don't look like they've got much they can do.
Mm-hmm.
And so that just leaves Manuel. What would you like to do as part of this surprise round?
What are we fairly certain of? It like lagged out and I didn't hear anything after you said that.
You're fairly certain these Marines are not particularly well equipped. You could probably beat them all in one punch. So... yeah. Basically that. Like... And that's it.
Alright. I'm just hanging out at the rail, shaking my fist at them. Just being like, don't mess with us.
Do you want to tell them you're a pirate?
I'm a pirate.
Okay. So we're basically about to get into combat. This does mean rolling an initiative. Oh god, still got everyone's initiative from Marines. You're not here. So, can you all roll me initiative? Because I've now got to add all of these.
Oh
So,
boy. Where's initiative?
Oh,
Damn.
now on.
I have initiative somewhere.
27.
12.
Maybe I'm doing this wrong.
Probably
I think
not.
No, because I definitely shouldn't have a 27. It's 23 is the actual number.
Well, you rolled a
I think I
19, and you
Yeah, and then I think I doubled the bonuses because I didn't realize that the rank being at the rank already included that as the bonus to the roll, and I don't have any dex to add to it, so I'm only adding
okay.
4.
So it's still a 23.
Yes.
Marines. Okay, so now let me look at all of these. Oh, Aoife. Nat one. Good start. 12 for Rose. Zagreus is a 10. Viper is a 17. Manuel is, we were just talking about that, 23. And generic Marines, well, that's a 5. So even with a nat 1, you're faster than these generic Marines.
Aha, take that.
Hell yeah.
So, Manuel, start us off.
All right. Is there any way for me to get across to the other ship?
You can jump over, you can swim over, you can
All right.
cut a rope from the riggings and swing, you can...
What am I better at? Let me check. I think I'm good at jumping. Yeah, I'm good at jumping. I'm gonna jump. Gonna jump across. Am I gonna jump across?
Okay, so, thankfully, I had to do this with the Marines. Jumping, basically, the distance of a jump is, half of the distance is the DC. So if you wanted to jump 30 feet, you'd have to roll a 15. You rolled a 16, so you can jump 32 feet.
Wow, that's impressive. Cool. So I'm like on their boat now, right?
Yeah, if you want to move your token, which you have control over, you can just whoop, move yourself wherever you want to be from there.
Alright, so I'm gonna... Wah. Am I on the boat? I'm on the boat.
I'm on a boat. And so that is
Alright, and then this...
movement, so now you can
That's
make an
my
action.
movement?
So do a punch.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do a punch. I got a spiked gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
So if I understand how it works, it does the spiked gauntlet damage plus the unarmed strike damage. So I think that means it's 1d6 plus 1d3 right now.
Yes.
Okay.
That should be what that is.
Alright, let me do the... Let me back up here and do the thing. Whoop, 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 whoop. Unarmed strike. Where is this? Aha! Found it. Damn.
Nat 20. Okay, describe the punch.
So, let's see. I think I'm still doing this wrong, though, because that... I don't understand. Alright. Anyways, so it's gonna be like just this, like, big wind-up punch just straight into this little green guy's chest. If he's green, maybe he's yellow. I don't know.
The green ones, yeah, the two green ones, they seem to be equipped with rifles. The two red ones seem to be equipped with swords. The yellow ones, they seem to be equipped with like a shield and like a various melee weapon. And the dark one in the back, that's he's got like a captain looking coat on.
Gotcha. So I'm very colorblind, and I see two colors of enemies on the ships.
Is there anything I can do to help with that? Oh, obviously, I didn't know.
Are they?
No, it's okay.
You could add the little thingies on the.
I can. So I'll mark the marksman with a little dot.
Okay, great.
These
Perfect.
red ones up here, I'll mark with that little symbol.
Okay.
So they're the swords people.
Gotcha.
These yellowy ones I'll mark with a different symbol. Hopefully you can tell the difference. If you can't, let me know.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
So that's those three, and then captain back here. That symbol.
Nice. Alright, so I'm punching this marksman here that's right next to me.
Alright, go for it.
Alright, just a big old wind up, like just like a haymaker, like just into his chest.
In typical anime style, does this punch have a name? Is this
no, this is let me see. No, because it's just a regular punch. I'm not doing... Oh wait, maybe I'm doing a power attack. Oh no, I didn't do this stuff for a power attack, so it's just a regular punch. This is just him being himself, having a good time.
Yeah, go for it. Just
here, I didn't do this wrong. So, oh shit, and it's a crit, so it's 2d6 plus 2d3 plus 6 damage.
I mean, we could just double it at the end there. So that's an 11. So we just double that to 22. If that's easier.
Oh, that's double thing. Oh yeah, so yeah, double it to 22. Okay, so I can just roll it there, and it does the 2 hit also. Cool. Okay.
Alrighty. So, big punch, big haymaker. Generic Marine goes down. Just boom. I mean, if you want to describe that and
like I want his eyes to kind of like bug out, and like he's just like like flying back type of thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Camera just froze for a second, so I'm just quickly sorting that out. There we go. There's something got. Anyhow, that'll fix itself in due time. Alright, so big punch, guy drops, it's very impressive. Everyone goes clap, 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 clap. I think that's all of your actions done.
For me, yeah, I believe so. So yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Viper, who I think is playing with a cat.
Yes. How far is our ship from their ship?
About 15 feet.
15 feet?
If that.
Okay. Okay. My distance is only 10 feet on my... It is only 10 feet. Okay. So instead... I will also try to jump over.
Okay. So, thankfully, to jump 15 feet is quite easy. You just need to roll an 8.
Okay. Jump. Where is jump?
It's a strength skill?
Yes.
Or dex, I think.
Or
you use dex?
Oh no.
I mean, I think a lot of skills have options for them, but that's a nat 1.
It is. Huh?
Okay, this is very similar to what happened for Marines. One of their characters rolled a nat 1 on a jump test. And so, what I'm going to say is it's the exact same thing that happened to them. You get ready, you take a step back to do your run-up. However, you forgot you were near the side of a boat, take a step back and fall overboard.
Oh shit. Can Shiki, my snake, help me, like catch me or anything?
Yes. Oh god, no, what did I do? Hang on. I accidentally clicked something on a thing, so the map just disappeared for a second for me, but it's coming back. Yes, you can roll me a reflex save to see if you have the reflex to quickly lasso yourself with Snack Friend.
Yes, Snack Friend. Reflex.
16, I think that's good enough. So you don't hit the water, but you are on the other side of the boat. You're on the far side. You're hanging. Next turn, you can just pull yourself up, no problem.
Okay.
Alrighty. Next, Rose.
Okay, I am also gonna do the thing and try and jump to the other side.
Alright, go for it.
Because apparently jump can use dex.
I think, I'm fairly certain it probably
14.
can. 14?
So that's more than an 8.
Oh yeah, easy. Hop yourself on over.
Yeah. Boop. And I would, at this point, I'll just go for the attack. Why the hell not? So I roll primary attack for that first, and then the rapier, or
no, roll the
rapier will do the 2 hit for you.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And that is opposed to generic Marine Captain's defense roll. So you don't need to roll good, you just need to roll better than them. And unfortunately, They rolled a
Okay.
19.
Ooh.
So, unfortunately, that doesn't hit.
Yeah.
As you, I like to imagine it's more of a step over for Captain Rose when a jump, just a.
Yeah, it's kind of a large step, like one would hop over a creek.
Yeah. So, and as you do that, you draw your rapier and you go, haha, and generic
The
marine.
snake rapier, because I'm using my snake with hockey as a rapier.
Love it.
And as you do that, generic marine captain, I don't really. What weapon is generic marine captain using?
Cutlass?
Yeah, generic cutlass. He goes, ha! No. So that's how that happens. Zagreus.
It is my turn.
Yes, it
Let's
is.
see. Ooh, I can try to use that for now. Alright. So, Tiger's gonna pull up his scarf up, cover up his mouth, and then he's gonna turn his hand into a hand cannon, aim for this guy over here if he's not dead yet. Is he? Is he dead? Is he already dead?
Who are you pointing at? Just a note, if you aren't familiar with Roll20, if you
There
click
you go.
and hold, it pings.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going for captain. Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it. Yeah, the captain. Your captain just tried to fight them and they managed to block it, so you can just pot shot and take the captain out from the side.
Alright. Like, what? It just displayed this message at me for my thing.
Okay, let's have a quick little look. I mean, thankfully we can all look at each other's character sheets, so anyone can.
We can see each other's.
You can see each other. They just don't think you can edit them.
Oh.
So, I mean.
Oh no, we can't.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just look at the bio and info.
Okay, so you can't look at the scoodly doobopsits. Okay, so let's see where things have gone.
I'm assuming something just isn't put in that needs to be in the attack.
So let's find out. For your hand cannon, that seems to be there. That seems to be there. Ranged attack is selected. So let's go and check ranged attack and see if something has gone wrong there. Okay, well that should actually be up there as a 4.
Is the damage filled out in both?
It says 1d6 in damage. Is
Okay.
it meant to be anything else?
Is crit damage filled out?
Crit damage says 6d6 plus 4.
Okay.
Jesus.
Is the attribute for the ranged attack set?
Yeah, ranged attack, that's set as dex. Favored, rank 4, 0 bonuses. I'm just. Hang on, let me just
Sure.
click ranged attack for you. Okay, so ranged attack is working.
Okay.
Well, why is that not working? Because I got the same syntax error there.
Hold on, I'll try doing this and then. Oh, there you go.
Haha!
There we
Okay.
go.
Oh no!
Only 1 damage, but it hit.
Yeah, that does hit. They rolled a 7 on their defense roll.
Woo!
So, do you want to describe this for me? How your hand cannon looks, what it fires out, what has just happened?
Well, first thing first, the hand part, it just like that. This forearm just opens up, and then my hand just goes in. It turns into like a Mega Man kind of style
Nice.
of hand cannon, and then and then it also pops up like a little bit of sniper scope, and then I try to scope it, and then I wasn't I assume I drink too much at one point. I didn't get drunk, but my system is a bit too drunk. So instead of shooting my normal sniper bullet, I just shoot out like a little bit of like a pellet at him. So that one damage. It's just that one pellet, and I'm like, oh, whoops. Let me just change that.
Yeah.
So
So
Captain.
this little pellet flies over, hits this guy right in the forehead, and goes, "Oh."
I look at
Oh.
Captain Rose and be like, "I'm sorry, Captain. I've been a disappointment by doing as such. I will redeem myself by killing him in next time."
It's okay. We're pirates. We're doing our job.
Okay. Aoife.
Did y'all realize this was the pirate stream?
All right. So how does the run work? Because I'm slightly on it.
Okay.
Um,
So, running. Phew. Basically, what you can do is you have a certain number of actions per round. You can do different things. So you have your standard movement, which I think for you is like 30 feet or whatever it is.
Yeah.
There is an action which you can do, which is a full round action, which is to run, which usually you can run 3 times your distance and match your move. You run. If you take the running feat, it means you can run further. So that's how that works.
All right.
So
That's what I thought. So if I wanted to get behind, like on the side of the Marine cap, is that like trying to figure out the distance because I've got like a swim speed of like 50.
swim speed of 50. So, oh gosh, if I
And I was thinking I would essentially swim either under the other ship or pop up side.
I used to know how to do this. I can do that. So if you wanted to do that, say,
Oh, I was thinking like if
I mean, you can just swim
possible.
under it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was thinking just like swim right under pop up.
Yeah, that's probably easier. So you just go do do do. Oh, that's 50. You can just do that. You don't need to.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have a swim speed of 50, you can literally just do that, and that be your move action.
Cool. And then if I wanted to pop up on there,
Yeah.
would that be?
I think there's a climb, or you can jump
Yeah.
out the water if you want to do that. If you want to be like a dolphin, jump up.
Just thematically, I feel like I gotta go.
12, yeah, you can get that because it's the same thing. 12 lets you jump 24 feet apparently. Just. How does this look to everybody? What did everyone just see?
So from behind the cannon, you just kind of like climbs over and just dives like pretty well because she, still a mermaid even though partly cyborg. Just like disappears under the water and then pops up like very very quickly after, shoots straight up out of the water.
Awesome. Great.
That's fantastic. Okay, now generic Marines get to retaliate. So who's going where? We will have Marksman is going to try and attack Zargus. So what you do is you need to roll a defense roll for me, please.
Alright. And me do as. There you go.
Nat 20.
Nice.
This shot is fired and it just hits part of your cyborg body and goes bing, flies off. You
I
probably
just like
went. Was that a fly?
Was that a mosquito trying to bite my metallic body? Because that would
Also,
that's like a mosquito just hitting my body instead.
Also, in the chat, I think someone has been inspired by Zagreus, saying they're gonna make a drinking game. Every time they hear the word pirate, they drink. They're now Jimmy
Pirate,
Buffett,
pirate,
apparently.
Zagreus gives 2 thumbs up to that. Go ahead and drink. Just not drink and drive like I did. Unless you ever had a liver like I did, then go ahead.
Okay, so the other ones we have swords person who is just going to try and slash at Manuel. So Manuel, can you roll me a defense roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me find it. Hey. Coop.
23. That beats the 12. So, what do you do as this sword slashes at you?
I'm just gonna like catch it, like, and just like look him in the face, like, oh, really? That's what you?
Clap and catch it, or like one hand catch it, or?
I'm gonna clap and catch it.
Nice.
Be like,
Just go. No. The pirates win.
Yep.
Okay, who else is there? These 3 yellow people, they're confused. They don't know what's going on. So they're going, we're going to stay here and hold the defensive line. Also, the GM can't be bothered to roll more stuff. But other swords person, they're going to dash down. They're going to try and attack the robot mermaid. So, Aoife, well, unless you roll a nat 1, you can't lose to that. But can you roll me a defense? Rolls a nat 1.
You shouldn't have said it. You shouldn't have said it.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I've rolled a nat 1 the last like 3 rolls.
So this swordsman runs over to you. I don't know. You're half aware, or you accidentally slip on some of the water you just kicked up on deck, and you accidentally fall onto the sword. But you only take 2 damage. And then that just leaves Captain McCaptain Face, who has their cutlass. And roll defense.
Yep.
Once again, unless it's a nat 1, you can't lose because you just rolled a 2.
Okay. Where the heck is defense?
It's a primary
there.
skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Captain McCaptain Face blocked your attack. You block his, and that brings us back round to Manuel.
Good fencing duel, cause I'm a pirate.
all right, so this guy who's tried to just mess me up, I'm gonna go ahead and mess him right back up.
All right, go
Just
for
gonna.
Yeah.
18 to hit. That beats his defense roll of 13. Yeah, you punch.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of like throw his sword over to the side, like not like literally, it's still in his hand, and then I'm just gonna like do like a quick like left hook on his face.
Yeah, and okay, hear me out. You push the sword like to the right, so you do like, well, that's the right, and as you do that, you punch, so you almost pull him into your own punch by navigating his sword. It's very skillful, and you knock him out, just one punch.
Bam.
Viper, I'm assuming you start by pulling yourself up on deck.
Yes. And I make sure no one saw me fall.
Totally nobody saw that at all.
I'm gonna do a
you
spot
finally
check,
got back
actually.
See, I at least was trying to be nice about it.
Hey, I'm saying Zagreus is on his other personality when he's at it.
So, you pull yourself back up.
Good.
What now?
Well, I'm still a melee person, so I still need to jump across.
If you don't want to jump, you can probably use acrobatics or something, for example, if you wanted to try and swing over on a piece of rope, or tumble or something, if it's called that instead. Try and find a more dex-based manner to get over.
I am better at dex-esque things.
Yeah.
Do we have rigging and like rope and stuff?
I would assume so.
Can I Indiana Jones my way over there?
Yeah, I think Aoife might punch you in the face later for cutting up her ship.
We're in a battle. We got to do what we can.
It was the Marines.
It was the Marines.
And we're the pirates.
And that's how we argue. No. They're the Marines. We're the pirates.
Oh my god, we're gonna kill this person.
Okay, yeah. So,
yeah, so I'll do a tumble.
I was about to say, whatever skill you want to justify using.
Cool. Tumble is slightly better than jump.
Okay, go for it. 14. That's good enough to me. I think
Woo!
it's good enough. As you swing on over.
Alright, so I land like here-ish.
Mm-hmm.
What weapons do these cancel dudes have?
I don't know. What generic weapon do we want them to have? It doesn't really matter.
A hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've all got hammers.
They're the hammer bros.
Yeah, they're all wearing little dome helmets. They've all got little hammers. And they're all going.
They do a couple hops.
Yep, they occasionally hop.
Okay.
Just...
Alright, I'm going to. So I like whip my base like around my body. I like at the bottom of it, I pull a thing, and like a bunch of strings come out. And then I take it and like slam it so the strings like start whipping throughout the air.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack this one, the leftmost one.
Something you might want to do. Once again, you can decide after you roll or whatever. There is a rule for attacking multiple targets with one attack.
Oh, there is?
Yes, it's in advanced combat. Basically, you just give yourself a -4 penalty for each extra target. And I will tell you this, these people have garbage defense. So if you want to try to speed things along and try and take out more people, you can totally try that. Since we're experimenting, I will let you make that decision after you roll, if you want to do that or not.
I would like to.
Yeah. In the future, I'll probably ask you make these decisions before rolling, but now it's testing things, so you can decide afterwards.
-4?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, -4 for each target, so if you want it to hit all 3 of them, it'd be -8 in total. But if you just want to hit 2...
Yeah, I'll just hit these 2 that are like next to me.
Okay.
So yeah, like the base strings are just like streaking throughout the air, and going to slash these duders.
All right, go for it.
So this is for the leftmost one.
Oh, it's like one attack roll to hit both of them, I think. But...
yeah, it looks like one attack roll and then the damage is for each.
Yeah. So a 17 will hit both of them because they rolled a 2 and a 6.
Yeah.
And with 12 damage, I misclicked. Boom. Double boom. They drop. Do you want to describe how this attack hits them?
Sure. So yeah, I like pulled out the thing and like a bunch of bass strings like shot out and started like swirling in the air. And then I like swing my bass some. The strings come down and like grab around the first one and slam them into the second one.
So,
and then like they get all like sharp and slash across them.
So
and bring them both to the ground.
As Hammer Bro 1 is doing this, I like to imagine kind of jumps up and gets wrapped up and goes, ah! This is beautiful. This
Yeah, and
is
then my bass strings like recede back into my bass.
this is just artistry in motion, really. Rose.
Alrighty. First, as my move action, I'm going to make a bluff check because of improved feint.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell is bluff? There it is.
21. That beats his 17.
So he does not get his dex bonus to defense, if any, for the next melee attack I make against it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna do a melee attack.
Go for it. You got a 12 and he rolled an 11. And that's 8 damage on top of a 1 he had already taken. That's enough to knock him out.
Huzzah!
Hell yeah.
So, how do you describe this? Well, how does this work? You're wielding snack.
Just like parrying his sword effortlessly and just beating him with a snake. Granted, a hockey-empowered snake, but like just stab him with the rapier and then just gently put it back. And no, it's not even the rapier. It's just the snake, and then it kind of coils back up onto my arm, and then he just falls over.
That's wonderful. I love all of this. Every stupid thing that happens just makes me happier.
Also, with Viper's thing, would you say you whip your base back and forth?
Zagreus, please take your turn.
Just
Move on.
Just end it.
We're not talking about this anymore.
Alright, so okay, before I'm doing another one of my attacks, I'm gonna guzzle down 1 bottle of drink fuel, and then I'm gonna try to attack this guy just there.
Mm-hmm.
This person with my hand cannon again.
Alright, go for it. Because now we know hand cannon roll works. That's a 17 to hit.
Huzzah!
This is the 5 defense, meaning this
Man.
fourth person goes down.
Fucking with me? Yeah. Yeah, he's fucking.
I just snipe his head, get a headshot, and then I pull up my handgun. Bullseye.
Just
And I look at Captain Rose for approval.
I give a thumbs up.
It's fucking adorable.
He moonwalked right the fuck back.
He turns his hand cannon back into a hand, and then just goes.
Very good.
that is really beautiful.
Alright, I'll end my turn.
Oh wow, it's a real hand cannon. I just got that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Aoife, the swords person who had the audacity to have their sword nearby where you were slipping around has fallen. What would you like to do?
So I'm take 1 step to like
Yeah, he's not great.
there,
Just step on his corpse.
basically. But
They're not
I was
dead,
going
they're
to do,
unconscious.
yeah. And I'm gonna try to
Sleeping.
swing with my spear and I've got a range of 10 on it, or short.
Mm-hmm.
Try to hit both.
Ooh.
Oh, so you're gonna try and hit both people. Nice.
Nice.
So, and then that's 4 on. Not good.
Is that so? -4 from that 12 to hit.
Yeah.
They rolled a 6 and a 3 on their defense rolls. So with 6 damage, that is enough to actually drop both of these. Because everyone has garbage hit points at level 1. So, so you get your spear and what, you're doing like 2 precise stabs, or you like lifting up and spinning above your head? How are you taking these out?
I wasn't sure originally, but I kind of like the spinning. So it's like kind of like spinning it, and then while they're like, what is going on here? I just like sweep under their legs and they just like.
But it is gonna. But it is gonna.
That's wonderful. Just trip under a leg. They go, oh. You know what? They both trip. They hit their heads against each other and fall over.
Love it.
And with that, you have defeated generic Marines. You did a combat and won.
Huzzah!
And as the Final Fantasy Victory fanfare starts to play, yeah,
Alright.
on this ship, you know, that you find like a map. Obviously, you can take their weapons and stuff if you want, but you know, you could make this entire ship fall apart if you stamped on it really hard. So you could just leave them stranded out here in the middle of the ocean if you felt like it.
What do you do, Captain?
Do they have like a lifeboat?
There's a small dinghy underneath all of the stuff they have built this around.
Oh, so it is the lifeboat.
It is. The only way I can describe this is they didn't have enough material to make a real boat. So they got a dinghy, and they hammered stuff onto the dinghy to make it bigger. That's
You know, the
boat.
fact that it even floats, I'm amazed.
It barely
Yeah.
It's a
floats.
dang ship.
So I think what Eva's gonna do is just like start by gathering up all their weapons.
Mm-hmm. So you now have 2 swords, 2 rifles, 3 hammers, and a special captain-y looking cutlass.
Do they have like rooms or anything, or is it just like space below the deck?
There's just space below the deck. There's no rooms.
Is
Okay.
there any money?
Is there anything down there?
Yeah, you know what? You can find a bag of 1,000 berry.
Nice.
Alright.
They aren't very rich. They're not rich.
I mean, I wasn't expecting any money based on the description of this ship, so like
Right.
1,000 is.
And then do they have cannon?
No.
Alright.
A cannon would sink this boat.
Yeah, just the recoil would probably be enough to shake everything apart.
The recoil will be enough to send them back to shore. That's for fucking sure.
The one thing of importance that you find is a map. You now have a map of the South Blue region, and so what I'll do
Forgot.
is I will quickly move you back onto that, and as if by magic, you also get a little brief description of every island, which if you look in your journals, right at the very top, there's something called South Blue Island, so you can have a look at that.
Oh, cool.
We can have this discussion now, but we are pretty much at a point where we should be wrapping up, so I don't know how long or short of a discussion you want to have of this. But basically, because time is bent and space is warpable, you are exactly 1 day's journey away from whichever island you happen to be interested in going to.
Sounds good.
So there's descriptions of all the islands. I can try and describe them more. Wherever you want to go, I'll have to then go away and make a map for it, and that's where we'll start our next session. You heading to that island to do exploration-y stuff.
Cool.
Awesome.
Nice.
So, if there's any questions like for character stuff, like in the game right now, I'll answer.
I mean, I know there's one thing that nobody can ever really question on this stream, and that's the fact that we are pirates.
That's true.
Are you sure?
It's a stream meme now.
Very true.
We get to make our own memes. This is what we do here.
I swear, one of these days we just need to like rent a ship and then we just need to walk into it and then we just like, hello, yes, we are a pirate. We are now raiding you. So
As you know, this is how pirates work.
We
So
come
this is
here,
what
we
we're
tell
doing.
you we are pirates,
I've got
and
the torn shirt.
expect you to just quit.
Actually, wait. There is a tear on my shirt. I am officially a pirate. It's like a
Huzzah!
tiny little tear.
Yay!
Congratulations!
That's hilarious.
Zagreus just spots a marine with a torn shirt and be like, he's one of us.
you are one of us now.
Hello, fellow pirate.
Okay. So, any questions for like in-character game stuff, or do we think we're good to wrap up there?
Not right now.
Yeah. Can Manny have like a non-mechanical, just like a pet garter snake that he found, and he wants to like be like Rose and Viper and have a snake too?
Yes, I am down for you having like a really small snake that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it just like lives in his like pockets or like on his vest, like, and it just kind of like pokes out every now and then, but it doesn't actually do anything. Yeah.
It's a little bitty snake.
Zagreus
Compared
looking at all these
to-
snake user.
Yeah, next to ours that are like wrapping around our body all the time.
Yeah, and like canonically, our snakes are as long as we are tall. So
Yeah.
I have a 12-foot long cobra.
Yeah, you have a huge snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and he's just like a little tiny, like a little garter snake that's just like just like hanging out.
You can
Oh, right. That's
Zagreus
really
but I mean-
cool.
like, I couldn't.
Sorry, Noah, you were.
No, I was just saying, Zagreus looking at all this snake tamer, and he's like, I have a snake too. He takes his scarf and it's like making it look like a snake. Here's my snake. See?
Is it the next thing we need to do to establish? You know,
ah,
all pirates must have snakes.
All pirates must have pets.
My
Yeah.
snake is my scarf. It's okay. It's mostly dead most of the time, but it's alive. It's alive. Trust me, it's alive. It's just like
I was thinking like
Press
a,
F to doubt.
I was thinking like a scarf, but then like a puppet thing at the end.
It's just like a little sock puppet portion. You can just
whenever the wind blows it, and then it just waves. It's like, see, it's alive. It's swaying. It's swaying to the wind.
Uh-huh.
Great,
You're lucky I'm nice, right? Call that cultural appropriation.
great, very nice, very
Alice
good.
likes to lay her rocks out in a snake shape. You know, this is my snake.
That's fine. That's just, it's rocks. As long as the rocks know their place, that's fine.
Very
I will
good.
not be challenged by anyone, rock or otherwise.
Love
Okay.
it.
Don't worry, Captain. I'll keep an eye on the rocks. If they ever do anything shifty, I'm gonna blow them to smithereens. Mark my words.
All right.
Good job, Zach.
So, we can have the discussion off stream about what island you're most interested in going to, and I can design the map for it. So we figure out that for next session. We're gonna wrap up there. Thank you so much, all of you lot. You've done a fantastic job. I'm fairly certain we're pirates, so thank you for
We
that.
might just be pirates.
I think by the end we established that.
Yeah.
So we're good to sign off. We'll say basically the same as the introductions, but we'll do it anti-clockwise, so the opposite to how we started. Except me, who's going to go first because I'm an egotist. So thank you for joining me. I've been the Bardic Knock. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, all under the Bardic Knock. Check it out. I create content. This game is running every other Sunday, and then it will get uploaded to YouTube on Mondays. So the day later, that's where it'll be. So you can check it out, and that'll be cool. If you want to see the sister game to this, being the Marine game, that is going to be on next Saturday. So that dates are a thing. So next Saturday, the 25th, there is a Marine game, which is same world, same everything, just different people who are not pirates. So watch that. you can other stream things. If you want to know my stream schedule, it's on my Twitter. It's a pinned tweet. It's right there. Go check it out. That's me. So, Ashlyn, that's the name. Yes.
Yeah, Ashlyn. Yeah.
Yes. I got it right.
May have slightly zoned out a little bit there. What are we doing?
We're ending the stream, honey.
Cool. No, I mean, like, what am I supposed to do like right now?
Oh, name, Twitter,
Oh, yeah,
other
right.
things.
Yeah.
Sell yourself. Tell us
Yeah.
about you and why we should find you on the internet.
Yeah. On Twitter, the Parasol Punk, and do like art, stuff like that. I think I post stuff on there sometimes. I don't know if I post on that account or not, but yeah.
I mean, fun fact, you did the Rose Pirates image.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's really good art. Go check it out.
Yeah, she does good art.
Al is not here, but you can go find him on Twitter, MaxLord23. That's where he is. He exists. Go check it out.
He lives.
Jose.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I am Jose. I don't have any online stuff because it's just not a thing I really do. But yeah, I will be here if you ever want to ask questions. Next Sunday.
Then we've got Noah.
Alright, so you guys can find me at Oren Rune with Twitter. I'm mainly doing things on Twitter. I'm also active on Instagram and all social media areas. And well, my thoughts on the game is that I just can't wait for the next session where I'm just gonna be playing my drunk cyborg boy. Well, he's not, and I just can't wait to get much more approval from my captain.
So cute.
Oh,
Notice me, Captain.
notice me, senpai captain. And I got a question. Can I plug in one of the campaign that I'm gonna be playing tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's a WTTP campaign too. It's the ESL game that's gonna be playing at I'm not sure what the time is, but it's gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's on twitch.tv/WelcomePartyRPG. Check that out. That's where that is going to be. You can follow them on Twitter at WelcomePartyRPG if you want all that information. It's good stuff. Lily.
Hi, everybody. I am Lily. You can find me around the internet at Lilypad Nebula, Twitter and the places and stuff. Yeah, I have been Viper. I had a really great time today. I'm also super duper looking forward to next time. So we can like head to an island and do more stuff. This is a lot of fun. Thanks everybody for playing, and Bardic, thank you so much for running.
And finally, Persephone.
Yeah, I'm Persephone. Find me on at Persephone Hime on Twitter, and also in the Welcome to the Party Discord, and in another Welcome to the Party game, Star Wars: The First Ember. Y'all should come check us out. In addition to watching this stream, fun. But yeah, thank you, Bardic, for running so much, and thank you everyone else for playing. Yeah.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Thank you everybody for playing. I originally found this system like 3 years ago and just didn't have enough weeby friends to play it, and now I do. And I'm so excited. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and until next time. We're the pirates, so we can actually end the episode by shouting Kaizakuni Onowanaru, like every episode of One Piece.
What?
Every episode of One Piece ends with Luffy going Kaizakuni Onowanaru. I want to be Pirate King in Japanese. It's
yeah.
It's meme.